Hi, this is Debbie Harrison, and I just wanted to show you today how to make a really simple patchwork quilt. I've been asked to do that, and it sounded like fun to me. I do it all the time. What we need is a pile of squares. So I've got plain white squares, 3" by 3". I've got a pile of different color squares. It doesn't matter because they're scraps. And we're making a patchwork quilt, so I've got some red in here and some pink even, and some green and some blue. Whatever you want to use is what works. So the secret to doing it fast yet pretty is chain stitching. I hope you know what that is. What we do is we take a white square and we take any of the colorful squares that we have. So I picked up red, we put the two together, and we run it through the machine, and right about the time we get to the end, we're going to pick up another square, another white square, and slide it in afterwards. And so what you end up with is a chain of double squares, okay? White and red, white and blue, white and blue, white and some blue and pink print or something like that, okay? So now we've got a chain. So you're just going to clip that apart when you're ready, and you've got sets of 2. And that's what we need, sets of 2. All right, so then you take your sets of 2, and this is so easy. You're going to put a white with a colorful square again, and you're going to run the sets of 2 together, and you end up with sets of 4 by doing that, which will look like that, okay? And as you keep going, you got a set of 4, put the 2 together, and stitch that through. Okay, now you've got a set of 8, and all you have to do is do that twice, and you had 2 sets of 8. When you have 2 sets of 8, you're going to have one long strip. All right, the secret to getting these sewed together, because you want to end up with something like this great patchwork style quilt, and it's got so many fabrics in here, and I love to look at it and go, oh yeah, that's Tula Pink, and this is Denise Schmidt, and here's Anna Maria Horner. You know, those are the designers that I love. I love their fabrics, and so I'm always keeping these squares ready to use. Now you're going to press your strip, okay, with all of the seams going in one direction. So go ahead and take your strip, press it from the, start with a colorful end, because one end of your strip will be a colorful piece and one end will be a white piece, and start pressing it so all the seams go down, okay? All of them are going to go down. And the reason that you want to do that is when you have your seams together, okay, it's going to look somewhat like this, where you nest the 2 seams, it locks in there together. It's a perfect match. You don't have to, if you want to pin it, go ahead and pin it. But one seam goes one way, the other seam goes the other way, and you can feel it nesting. Just feel it right there. You can feel it nesting, okay? So what I did was I ended up with a long strip. I just wanted to add it to the piece I already had done, and so I just laid the 2 strips, the 2 pieces together, one long strip and one already done. And what I did was nested the seams. This seam goes this way, this seam goes the other way. And you can feel it going all the way down. Even when you sew it, you can feel those seams nesting. And you're just going to take a 1/4 inch seam, and you're going to hold on to it where they nest until it feeds in. Just don't sew your finger in. And when you're done, you have a piece like this, okay? It can be as long as you want. It can be, you can keep doing this until you have a square quilt, and then if you want to, you can just go ahead and bind it, you know, get it quilted. What I will do to quilt this is just run my quilting seams right down these lines, and I'll end up with a boxed in looking quilt that is very comfortable and puffy. I use cotton fabric, cotton backing, and I use a cotton batting. Okay, it makes you the most comfy quilts, and when you wash, they're all crinkly and quilty and good. Now again, I use scraps for these, okay? Lots of different scraps. Some of these I, you know, appropriated from my mom. She doesn't seem to mind. And then, think about it though, if you want a quick baby quilt, what if you took your fat quarters? There's nothing like a fat quarter, and this is all baby. So you could just cut 3-inch strips off, and I like to keep my 3-inch ruler handy. Okay, sometimes they're 2.5-inch, and then I make sure I use my 2.5-inch ruler. You could just cut strips off of these, and then everything matches, and you have a matching quilt. All right, so it's still patchwork and it's still quick, but it could be matching also. So again, quick and easy quilt. Just make sure you press everything smooth so it looks nice. And look, I just, I love to give these. I give away these kinds of quilts all the time, and everybody loves them. So you can do it too. Now, if you have any questions about this, please just contact me at Stitching is My Happy Place, and that is my Facebook page, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Thank you so much.